Hello and welcome everybody to this episode of the Digital Dialogues, where we are going to discuss the long-term impact of cyber resilience strategy. And of course, we're going to deep dive into how digital banking platforms can be adopted and what could be some of the challenges in doing so. While we will give the challenges, we will also take a dip into some of the mitigation strategies for those challenges. And for this conversation, I have with me Mr. Reddy, who is the Chief Information Security Officer at the Union Bank of India. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. So
I would directly go forward with my first question to you. And this is that when we are speaking about cyber resilience, and it has become one of the imperatives for an organization to have, what is the business impact of cyber resilience? And how does it impact long-term strategies for an organization?
So, as a CISO, I foresee this cyber resilience is a critical component for any organization for a long-term strategy. Ideally, in an organization, in the cybersecurity is a journey, and it requires a lot of practice. So, first of all, the awareness is very much important. The first stage. Secondly, the next phase of the journey is, how your employees and all stakeholders are sensible to the cybersecurity or sensible to the risk of cybersecurity, which is unforeseen. And the third is the stage which is called resiliency. So it enables that across the organization and that enterprise, if they are aware, the first step. Second, this would be sensible. And the third stage is a resiliency. So it is a very you require a robust strategy for it. Means maybe 1 to 2 years you will make your people aware, build a good connection, practice them what are the cyber hygiene. And second, once they are undergoing all these cyber hygiene practices and all policy frameworks and all, then make them sensible that what to use, what not to use. See how they can align themselves into the business and how they can mitigate, self-mitigate, because cybersecurity always depends on the people only. So you may have multiple technologies, tools and everything, but the weakest link is the people. So maybe I mean to say that it may be internal or external, unless the employee is not aware, because employee is only driving the systems today. So he should be sensible enough. Instead of reactive, he should be more proactive, and so that he will enter into the resilience. So that the entire process, from aware to your sensitivity and your resilience. So during this process, this resiliency will help an operation to stand strong, stable, and secure, and also it will give a continuity of your business. Business, and in fact, if it also come across any unforeseen cyber threat, maybe ransomware or APT, which are very much in terms of very loss making, or the institution can go down. So such type of threats which are very fearful. So this can be tackled very smoothly if a resilient organization is there. So that means the overall organization, as a strategy, as a journey, they should move towards resiliency. So it will not only adapt the emerging threats, it will also enable them to do the business very smoothly. And in turn, what they gain is to build a very good customer trust, and they can also move forward, the first mover to take up the new technologies, because in the journey they understood they reach the capability of their employees and other stakeholders. I think they are ready to go to take part in the newer technologies. So what you said, the entire essence is that the business models are changing. It is more or less the traditional to more digital, and customer needs also changing. So looking at that, the surface cyber resilience is one of the most critical components for the organization to sustain their operations.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. And why cyber resilience as a strategy has become very imperative in the organization's overall fabric of strategies. We're also seeing that particularly in the BFI space and banks, they say, are moving towards adopting digital banking platforms. Now, with the adoption of these platforms come a set of challenges and certain mitigation strategies that an organization could employ to overcome those challenges. What, in your opinion, are some of these challenges that PAS could be aware of while they're going forward to adopt these digital banking platforms, and what could they do, please?
Yes. So looking at, it is as good as you are moving to a older generation to newer generation. It will always be this transition is too difficult. So first of all, there are several challenges during this journey, because your legacy systems and the old people, new generation, again adapting to the new technology, maybe the process gets changed. So in this transition, there are several challenges, and maybe one of the challenges whether your internal staff is fully aware or not. Because they are the people who are going to, are going to face the customers. So if they are fully aware about the product and the capability, features, and how it is user-friendly, then the digital platform will be more successful. And coming to the technical point of, one is the emerging cyber threats. The cyber threat landscape is changing very dynamically. It is not only, I think we are also seeing, due to any new digitization happens, the hackers are more interested to breach that. So, and if you are adopting this technology, definitely you should have a lot of mitigation measures. More or less, the more you have to, your approach should be a defense-in-depth architecture, multi-layered solution, collaboration, because collaboration plays a vital role, because today so many in the ecosystem, so many partners are there. How you can bring all the solutions, though it is one size doesn't fit all, but in your architecture, since this digital platform architecture is highly sensitive, because you are getting a real-time transaction, and the customers should not get any hiccups during the transaction. So if you want to give a seamless operations, definitely you need more align your security with keeping in mind of the customer convenience. That is one. And second is the data privacy and the protection. This is one of the, since organizations are the custodian of the PIN data of the customers. So it is very much required, how we can protect, how we can take, some kind of framework like GDPR or CPT. All these frameworks already available and tested. So those framework, those controls can be implemented, and probably you can provide better protection as well as the privacy of the customer, so that he can make use of your products. And coming to the third part, it is more or less your third party risk. But when you are doing a digital platform, so in the digital platform, the ecosystem is highly complex. And today, organizations are depending on your outside, stakeholders, maybe the payment gateway aggregators, and maybe the startups, fintechs, and all this ecosystem is growing very, very rapidly. So when this traffic the technologies are coming, if you are, integrating with your core systems, so there is a need, there is a risk. So looking at that, so you have to, the entire ecosystem, the risk will be remain, because in a business. So in a ecosystem, if everybody follows the standard the resiliency framework or standard tools or processes and frauding, we can mitigate the risk of the third party also. So looking at that, these are the product, the kind of, what is cyber threat, second is your data privacy and protection, and third is the third parties. So these are the three things which I am looking at for the success of the digital platform.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we start into the break of knowledge of Mr. K. Reddy to actually give us the gems of wisdom that could help us in building long-term strategies with cyber resilience on the forward for organizations to prosper. Of course, while doing that, keeping in mind that on the digitization journey, whether it is banks or not, there are certain challenges that we could face, and what could be the possible mitigation strategies have been outlined through this conversation. Thank you very much for having this brilliant conversation with me. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we sign off from this episode of the Digital Dialogues and look forward to welcoming you at the next.
Thank you.